Astrid and Kevin seem like a rock-solid couple, but in a shocking and devastating twist, Kevin had a change of heart and left Astrid in tears. Kevin, still backstage. He's going to join us in just a little bit. I have Astrid with me now, and there's so much I want to talk to you about because it seemed like things were going so well until they weren't. What in the world happened?
I don't know. I'm still trying to kind of figure that out. I've replayed that day back so many times in my head and replayed back all the weeks we spent in paradise. And I've been waiting to kind of watch that breakup because I was hoping it would kind of give me an answer. And I'm still confused about it. Yeah.
So you leave paradise. You go back home. Mm-hmm. Have you guys spoken?
Yeah, so he reached out to me as soon as he got his phone back, and he reached out to Bibi, so she's been kind of my therapist a little bit throughout all of this.
Are you guys dating?
I mean, we care about each other, but the trust is broken, and I've kind of had...
It's hard.
It's weird. We've been in limbo almost, in a sense, because I feel like I can't totally move on until I make sense of everything that happened, and I'm realizing that watching it back is not really going to give me that. I need to get it from him.
From him.
Yeah.
He's here tonight, obviously, backstage. Could he come out here and give you anything that would help you move forward together?
I think I need him to take a certain level of responsibility.
Right.
Yeah.
You ready to see him?
Guess so.
All right. Let's do this. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin. Yeah.
Hi.
You good?
Yeah.
Kind of turn it over to you. What do you want to say to this woman?
I definitely wish there was an easy way to just sum it up into a sentence of what happened that day. When you came in that morning and said, you know, tonight's fantasy suites, I didn't realize how much that term, fantasy suite, I had a bit of scarring inside because in Winter Games, that is a fantasy suite that I think of Ashley as a great person. It's just Ashley and I's fantasy suite was one that I regretted doing. I should have left and dealt with it and see where our relationship went after. And something about you saying those words to us in Mexico that tonight is the fantasy suite, my whole mood, my whole thought process, it just kind of crumbled in my own head. It was my own stuff. And I feel like there's no one else I'm interested in. I want to see where this fully goes. And I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping it goes where it should. How do you feel? Say something.
What do you want from this guy?
I felt so confident with him while I was there. And then when he broke up with me, it completely made me question myself and it made me question my own intuition. So it's been hard for me to kind of trust him again with that. So how do you know now versus, like, how do you know now when you didn't know back then?
It didn't really become clear to me until I went home. I spoke to my family, I went back to therapy, and I realized that it was my own fault and it was my own baggage. I brought baggage to paradise. Yeah. And she got blamed for it. And I feel terrible about it. It was definitely hard to watch. And trust is something that I feel like you don't have to earn. It's something that you have until you lose it. And I lost it with her. Complete fault of my own. Nothing between us or that she did made me act that way, except it was my own, you know, my own stuff I was dealing with. And I still love her. And I'm just hoping that we can progress. She's one of the coolest, coolest people I've ever met. She has qualities that none of you know about that are incredible. And she... Are
you in love with her?
I'm definitely madly in love with her.
Are you in love with him?
I am.
Then there is hope. And I truly hope this works out for you guys. We love you. We support you. I wish you guys the best.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
You guys give it up for our happy couple.